what does it mean to create the life that we want, or to try to create the life that we want, but to continue to feel like we're receiving setbacks and that we're just not able to manifest what we want? Part of this reality does have to do with destiny. We are born with a certain decision or plan about what we're going to do with this life. We do come in with certain karma. That means a certain personality trait leanings, certain emotional pain that we're carrying that is unique to us in the way that we process it or filter it. And we also come with a decision about what's most important to us. What experiences do we want in this lifetime? What lessons do we want? What evolutionary process do we want? The truth is that we come in with that plan and we can follow it pretty much to the letter. And maybe our soul is asking for more. And maybe we are yearning for something bigger than whatever we set out for ourselves, or maybe something bigger is what we planned. But as we go through our lives, there is the potential that we experience a moment of divine intervention. And that means something abruptly changes our path and gives us an opportunity to experience something far beyond what the plan was to begin with. Your spiritual path can be that. That could be, and often is, and often happens because of some kind of divine intervention. And for some, it was a plan the whole time. And as you're moving through your life, we still have to figure out, how do we want to live? Where do we want to live? Do we want to be in relationship or not? How much money do we want to have? How much freedom? Do we want to travel? There's so many possibilities. And how life unfolds for us is truly, largely dependent on what our most core desires are. Now, let me also stop for a moment and tell you that whatever it is that we're doing and trying to achieve in our lives, it is not just us and our destiny creating it, because we live on a planet with 9 billion people. So a certain amount of those people might say, hey, we want peace, but if it's not enough people that want peace at their core, we will not have it. So we are co-creating what is happening in our lives and lives of others together. But going back to our own creation, there might be a part of us that says, I want to have a lot of money. I really want to have a lot of money, and that is my dream. And in America, and probably in many places of the world, that is the most sought after dream, one of the most, because also here in America, fame would be another one, and attention and some sort of recognition. And so let's go back to money. We may want that, and it may seem so clear to us, and yet so far out of our reach. If you look deeper, you might see that you had something inside of you that wanted to stay safe even more than you wanted money. Or there might be something inside of you that said, hey, I want a little bit of struggle in my life so I can stay humble. Or you might say, I want my spiritual path and spiritual evolution to be number one. And so then I'm going to be open to whatever life brings me, because I want to grow more than anything else. Often we can see a couple of layers of desires and the directions of creation that we're trying to achieve, but we don't see deeper layers. And sometimes, even if we do see those deeper layers, we don't realize how they're interfering with our most conscious desires. We don't realize what an impact they're having. Sometimes we don't even know it's a conflict. So if I say I want to stay safe, to me, that might mean that I want to live in a safe area, or I want to be safe from not having enough money, but I want enough. But having too much might mean that I'm going to get negative attention. I may have this belief inside of myself, or it might mean that my family and people are going to come out of the woodwork and take advantage of me. I may have all kinds of surface fears that I'm not relating to that deeper desire of safety. And so often we don't know what we're creating and why we're creating it. And as you grow, truthfully, this starts mattering less because when you grow and you evolve, you begin sensing and feeling that co-creation with the divine and the balance of that with the others around you that you're connected to and some that you don't know in person. And you create a life of surrender and acceptance and balance in a way that is right for you.